You know, whatever the NFL policy is, that's what we're going to abide by. We'll always abide by the NFL policy. I think right now, John, really what we're trying to do is really get better as a team. You know, like you look out here, you see guys staying after, working on different techniques. You know, really just trying to lay a foundation for training camp. Whatever the new rules are, new policies that are set out by the league, you know, we'll always abide by those policies.
Except for one game, be able to keep your guys together on this issue?
We got great guys. You know, I've said that time and time again here. You know, you see these guys walking by right now, the defensive guys, and you know, we just have a lot of high character guys here that care about each other. They care about the team, and they really care about, you know, trying to get better and field a winner for the city of Houston. You know, they really do. And so I think that has everything to do with the type of players we bring in here.
Hey Bill, what have you seen from Kevin Johnson this season? What do you hope for?
He's been good. He's really practicing well. He's always been a very competitive guy. I think he's playing the game with more patience. I think he's had a really good off season. He's been a guy that's really come in here and done a nice job.
Are you pretty excited about Zach Fulton and the kind of physicality?
Yeah, absolutely, Aaron. I mean, he's a good pro. He's a big guy, tough, strong, smart, good communicator. Really glad we have him.
Bill, how is Tyrann Clowney doing?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Yeah, you know, he's in there with the medical team, you know, trying to get better. He's in the meetings and things like that, you know, and I think he's progressing.
Is there any concern because he's not been able to be out here?
Not really.
Do you guys have a timetable, Bill? A timetable for him to be? Would he be at some point on OTAs or camp is more likely? Or?
I don't know, James. I wouldn't say he'd be in any OTAs, but
Bill,
probably training camp.
when you look at your roster, and just from talking to Brian Gain, it seems like you guys really prioritize like the height, weight, and speed and build of a player. Why is that so important to you when you're evaluating that?
Well, I think you have to have a philosophy of what you want your team to look like, and you have to stick by that. If you know, that's just our philosophy. That's something that Brian and I really believe in. And if you start making exceptions, then you have a team full of exceptions, and that's not what you're looking for. And you know, at certain positions, you know, maybe we will make an exception, but not very often, because I think it's important to have, you know, like I've said since the day I arrived here, a big, strong, physical team, you know, and that's what we're trying to do.
Is there a specific position where you think, I know you said that everywhere is important, but like, is it outside linebacker or pass rushers that you feel like it's especially important just based on the guys you pick?
I think every position has parameters that are really important. I wouldn't pick one position over the other. I think you look at outside linebackers, you know, to me there's different types of outside linebackers. We want guys that, you know, have good length, have good pass rush ability, athletic guys, smart guys, guys that can set the edge but also can rush the passer. So that's kind of what we're looking for at that position. But, you know, I think every position has its parameters that we try to abide by.
And is part of the reason that you can have that philosophy is because you have trust in your coaching staff that you get these guys in here and they can turn them into working in your system?
Yeah, that's a good question too. I mean, we really pride ourselves on our ability to develop players. I think we've proven over the years here and other places that we can develop young players into professional players. But I think the big thing here is that we have a lot of conversations between the scouting staff and the coaching staff. And that's what's most important in a successful organization, is that those two parts of the organization are really together. This is what we're looking for. We may not always see it the same way, but we're always striving to see it through the same set of eyes. That's what we're always trying to do here with every position.
Watching your secondary down here in the end zone kind of work together, and I've seen actually some switches with Tyrann and J.J. on kind of on their own. When you see Mathieu come in and that starts happening quickly, can you just start adding and moving more quickly? Seen that with him?
Yeah, it's a good. I mean, you know, another good question. I mean, he's a very smart player. He's played, you know, a number of snaps in this league. Talking about Tyrann, and you know, I think that he's on a really good level with those guys as far as communication. Obviously, Joe's played a ton of years in this league. Kareem, Colvin, Kevin, you know, we feel really good about the way those guys are practicing. Again, it's relative to June, James. You know what I mean? Like, the true test will be training camp when we start playing games. But where we are right now, feel good about where we are.
Bill, can you talk about the new kickoff rule, please?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that until we actually, they're still putting film together for us. They're still, you know, relative to the helmet rule and the kickoff rule, we're still waiting on a final, you know, policy write-up, rule write-up on a lot of these different things. Look, they're like we all are. We're trying to make the game safer, and I think that's what the gist of this rule is. I don't want to get into the specifics of it because I'm telling you, it's going to take a lot of thought to really figure out how we want to approach, you know, the new kickoff rule. So
smaller, quicker guys.
I think that's the way it may trend. You know, it may trend because there's a lot more one-on-one blocks and things like that. But we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out.
So now that JJ's a doctor, will you call him doctor?
Stephanie.
What kind of answer is that?
He wrote me up a prescription this morning. He told me to take 3 chill pills a day and call him in the morning. I thought I'd been more chilled out, but I guess he doesn't think so.
The Texans have both indoor and outdoor facilities today. Or indoor. What goes into deciding whether you're going to indoor or outdoor for practice?
Yeah, I mean, we look at, Luke and I really talk about that a lot. Luke Richardson, you know, we looked at it out there today. It was going to be 103 heat index. Felt like, you know, where we are right now in the off-season program, let's get a good practice here inside. Maybe we'll go out tomorrow. But, you know, we kind of talk about that every single day. There's just a new way that we're thinking about that moving forward here.
Will you ever split where you part outside practice?
Could do that at times. You know, I know Gary did that when he was here, and I know that was a successful way that they did things. And we have not done that here, but that's not to say that we may do that in the future. Yep, thanks.